Right, so this is going to be part 2 to my liquidity video, or my liquidity concept strategy. I wasn't really the founder of this concept. I believe the founder of this concept was ICT, so all credit is due to him. Um, ICT, or also known as the inner circle trader. So I'm going to try to show you guys how to use this to your advantage. You guys ready? Right, so I am in replay mode on TradingView right now, and I'm going to show you something right now. Take a look. Right, we have a draw of liquidity right here. We also have another draw of liquidity up here. Sorry about that. That was meant out to market the highs. A more draw of liquidity right here and right here. But ideally, which one is the lowest hanging fruit, right? Which one is more likely to get taken out? We have draws right here. We have a bunch of buy side liquidity. Not buy side. No, yes, buy side. Yeah, buy side. We have a bunch of buy side liquidity sitting right above here as well. So take a look. I'm anticipating for us to come down here, take out this liquidity, accumulate, and manipulate, and then take our way to the upside. So let's just watch. Ideally, I'm going to want to take an entry somewhere around here after liquidity is swept. Set my stop a little bit low, and we'll watch. Okay. So that entered us into the trade. Now let's watch. Puts us in profit, takes out liquidity right here. We accumulated, took out these guys, and I get the take profit hit right there. I mean, you could have lowered down your stop a little bit lower, but you know, ideally that's kind of what it looks like, right? So with that being said, right, I mean, that's kind of ideally what I kind of think of it so far. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot more that goes into it, but hopefully I can help you understand it a little bit more better here, right? So let's keep looking. Where is the lowest hanging fruit, right? Where do we have the next draw of liquidity? Where's the lowest hanging fruit? We have one up here, and then we have another one right here. Ideally, since we're continuing moving up, this is the liquidity that we're going to want to hit, right? So just keep watching. You're going to see how it attracts to it like a magnet. Watch. Price always wants to take out liquidity in some way or some form. See? Now, we're accumulating right here. Where do we have liquidity? We have liquidity line below here, but we already took out all the sellers right there. Seems like we tapped into it for value gap, but since we are in an uptrend and we had a market structure shift throughout the past couple of days, could be possible that a MXM model might be playing out, or a market maker buy model might be playing out, right? You could take a long position from here, set your stop a little bit below here, and target all of this, and just watch. Ready? Price just attracts to it like a magnet. That's what price does. It just keeps going and keeps going. Look, we have liquidity right there. We're about to take out this one. Watch where my cursor is. Oh, wait. We already took that out. Watch where my cursor is. Watch right here. Bang. And then the previous liquidity that worked. But look, here, take this as an example, right? We always sweep liquidity. We have a bunch of sell side liquidity sitting below here. And before we did that, we had accumulation. right? Then we had manipulation to the downside, and then we had distribution to the upside. And we also had a bunch of liquidity line below here during this time. So ideally, right, you're always going to want to target the low hanging fruit. Ask yourself this question: where is price likely to go? What is the highest probability of price hitting that target where you are targeted? You can use liquidity to enter trades. You can also use liquidity to target. You can also use liquidity to avoid trades as well, right? I mean, it kind of all depends on how you want to use it. I use it personally to target and to enter off trades, right? That's personally what I use it for. But then you can see we hit that last round liquidity, or just almost barely. Watch, right? Where's the lowest hanging fruit? After a long way up here, we always need a retracement. There's always supposed to be a retracement in a trend. There's always a retracement. I can guarantee you that. Watch. We have liquidity line below here. Chances of us possibly taking that out are pretty high, right? We have the liquidity line below there, right? So chances of this being taken out is pretty high. So just take a look, right? Let's watch. Gets tapped into, takes it out. Where's the next low hanging fruit? We have another one right here. And we also have another one right here. Using this synced with the trend can help you. Okay, so we didn't take that one out, but we took out these two right here, so we don't need these anymore. I don't need these anymore. Could be that we just rejected off there. Yeah. Now we have that liquidity line above there. And what do? We end up taking it out. Just like that. And take a look at that. All of the liquidity areas that I marked out got hit, except for this one and this one. So we'll keep going. All right. Take a look. We have that liquidity being taken out. Let's just keep watching. We could possibly reject from here. Yeah. So we ended up taking out all of you. And there's still some more line below here. So let's see if we go take that out. And which is what we do. We have one last one over here. Watch. Bang. Take a look at that. Now we also formed new liquidity up there again, up in these highs again. And every time the trend switches, we start forming new liquidity. And we also target liquidity. It's very, very accurate or precise. I want to see us come back to the upside. So this is perfect. You can take a long position from here. Maybe set your stop a little bit below right there and target all of this right here. Let's take a look. Okay, stops us out. Stop was a little bit too tight, but ideally, see what happens. Goes to end up taking out the liquidity even before, right? Price just attracts to this stuff like it's magnet. Take a look. See that was another good example right here, right? Where do we have liquidity before, right? The more we're in an uptrend, the more likely we are to retrace and come down. And then we take out that liquidity below there and continue going, right? What do we have right here? We had a little bit of a fair value gap below here, but we also had a little bit of an order block right here too. Tapped into that order block, or supply and demand. Order block, supply and demand. Almost the same thing, I guess. But basically, right, we tap into this demand zone and then swing back up, And where are we gonna go next? Where's our next draw on liquidity? Right here. Let's take a look. Where did we go? Oh, we're all the way up here now. Yeah, so look, this is another draw on liquidity. Sorry about that. Right there would be better. And if I could fix the crooked line as well, that would be nice. Take a look. Bang. So every single liquidity area I marked out got hit. Price just attracts to it like a magnet. Where's our last draw of liquidity and the last couple draw of liquidities where we have line? Another one right here, and then another one right here. And then we could do this in a bearish scenario as well, right? We have liquidity line below here. Watch. Take a look. New liquidity up here. See? Accumulate. Ideally, I kind of want to wait for a better entry. Take this out. Let us tap into this fair value gap right here. Take a long entry right here. Set your stop a little bit right there. Target this. See what happens. See? Price just attracts to it like a magnet. That's kind of the beauty of it, ideally. Like, right? Liquidity is one of the most powerful concepts that I use. And it's also really fun to use. Once I kind of figured this out, this is when I had my breakthrough in my trading. But it's ideally important to, like, keep looking at this stuff and keep seeing it for what it is. Right? Let's keep watching. Where's the next round liquidity? Okay, so before we go take that out, it seems like we're coming to take out these straws right here. So below. We accumulate and we tap into that area right there. Take a look at that. Definitely not the best price action around here, but it's still kind of better than nothing, right? It's something that's also really nice overall as well. But this is part 2 to the liquidity. Hopefully you found this one insightful. This one's a little bit more shorter. But if you did find it insightful, leave a like, subscribe, and I'm gonna get back to working on the other parts of the videos now. I'm sorry if I sounded a little bit low energetic here. I'm a little bit tired. So I'm gonna continue on working on this, and I'm gonna continue pushing out a couple other videos.